Okay. Hello students, in previous class we discussed about oxidation and reduction reactions, double displacement reaction. In this class we are discussing about the effects of oxidation reactions in daily life. Have you observed the effects of oxidation reaction in daily life? Oxidation reaction means what? Addition of oxygen. Okay. So have you observed the effects of oxidation reactions? Yes, we can observe in our daily life. What are that? See here. One of the example is corrosion. Okay, so corrosion. You must have observed that a freshly cut apple turns to brown color after some time. Okay, so we can observe that a freshly cut apple changing into brown after some time. Okay, why like that it is changing into brown color after some time? So here, why it is changing into brown color after some time? You must have observed that a freshly cut apple changing into brown color after some time, and the shining of iron articles gradually becomes reddish brown when left for some time. Okay, so iron articles will be there, no? The shining of iron article changing into reddish brown when it is left for some time. Next, burning of crackers producing dazzling light with white fumes. Why like that? Okay, so we can observe that a freshly cut apple changing into brown color after some time, and the shining of iron article gradually becomes reddish brown when it is left for some time. Next, burning of crackers producing dazzling light with white fumes. How do these changes occur? They are all the example for the process of oxidation. These all are the examples for the process of oxidation. So let us know how the oxidation will take place. Okay, oxidation is a reaction of oxygen molecules with different substances starting from the metal living tissues which may come into contact with it. Okay, oxidation is the reaction of oxygen molecules with different substances starting from metals to leaving the tissues which may in contact with it. Apples, banana, potatoes that contain a enzyme. It is called as polyphenol oxidase and tyrosinase. Okay, so apples like banana, potatoes, apples, bananas, potatoes that contain a enzyme. It is called as polyphenol oxidase or tyrosinase. This is reactive with oxygen and changes the color on the cut surface of the fruit. Okay, so these apples, bananas, potatoes, when we cut, each color will be changed. No? Why like that? Why? Because it react with the oxygen and its color will be changed. Okay, so when we cut the apple, banana, potatoes, its color is changing into brown color. No? Why? Because why? In that some enzymes will be there. Okay, what are that enzymes? Like polyphenol oxidase and tyrosinase. These are reacting with the oxygen. These are reacting with the oxygen and changes its color. Okay, when we cut that fruits or vegetables. Next, the browning of iron when it is left for some time in moist air. It is a process commonly known as rusting of iron. Okay, so iron articles when we left it in open air, after some days its color will be changing into brown color. Why? Because so when it is left for some time in moist air, it is a process commonly known as rusting of iron. Okay, when we left the iron articles in open air, after some days its color will be changing into brownish color. Okay, so why like that its color will be changing into brown color? Why? Because iron particles this combining with the oxygen present in the atmosphere. Okay, these iron particles combining with the oxygen present in the atmosphere that form a brown color layer, that is called as rusting of iron. Okay, so the browning of iron when left for some time in moist air is a process commonly known as rusting of iron. This process is basically oxidation reaction which requires both oxygen and water. Rusting does not occur in the oxygen free water or dry air. Okay, so what is the meaning of rusting? Rusting is nothing but like iron articles will be there when it is left for some time in open air. So when the iron articles left in open air, then what happened? It is reacting with the moist air and water present in the atmosphere, water vapor present in the atmosphere, that form a brownish colored layer. That process is called as rusting of iron. If we leave it for some days like that only, then what happen? The total iron articles will be corroded. Okay, so this is also one of the example for oxidation reaction. Why? Because it is these iron particles are combining with the oxygen present in the atmosphere, no, due to that only this rusting is happened. So it is also one of the example for rusting of iron. Okay, so the browning of iron when left for some time in moist air, it is a process is commonly known as rusting of iron. This process is basically oxidation reaction which requires both oxygen and water. So rusting does not occur uh, even oxygen free water or dry air. Okay, so this rusting iron particles when it is left for some time in open air, when it is left iron particles when it is left in open air, its color will be changing into brown color. Why like that? Why? Because iron particles when it is left in open air, after some days it color brownish color layer is formed on that. So why like that? Why? Because it is combining with the oxygen present in the atmosphere. It is combining with the oxygen and water vapor present in the atmosphere that form a brown colored layer. Okay, so that's why that is changing into brown color. This process is called as rusting of iron. Okay, so this process called as rusting of iron. This rusting does not occur if there is no oxygen and water, or if there is no oxygen, if there is no water, if there is no, okay, if there is no oxygen, if there is no water, this rusting is does not takes place. Okay, so this is one of the example for oxidation reaction. Next, burning of crackers is also oxidation process of variety chemicals. Okay, burning of crackers is also a oxidation process of variety of chemicals. Why? Because that crackers also combining with the oxygen present in the atmosphere, due to that giving different colors and smokes. Okay, did you notice that the color of coating on silver or copper articles? Yes, we can observe a color coating on the copper and silver articles. When some metals are exposed to moisture, acids, etc., uh, when some metals are exposed to moisture, acids, etc., they tarnish due to the formation of respective metal oxides on their surface. Okay, so when some metals are exposed to moisture, acids, etc., they tarnish means that color will be there, no, that losing its shining color. Why? Because due to the formation of respective metal oxide on their surface. This process is called as corrosion. Okay, see these examples in that spoons. When we buy the spoons from the shop, that color will be like that. Okay, after some days it is changing into black. Why? Because it is combining with the oxygen present in the atmosphere that form a metal oxide. Due to that color will be changing. Okay, so here copper picture also there, no, corrosion of copper articles also when we left in open air, after some days green color layer will form. Why? Because that is combining with the oxygen present in the atmosphere that form a green color layer. Okay, this corrosion causes a damage to car bodies, bridges, iron railing, ships, etc. This corrosion causes damage to car bodies, bridges, iron railings, ships, etc., and to all the other objects that are made up of metals. Okay, this corrosion is there, no, this corrosion is cause damage to cars. This corrosion causes damage to car bodies, bridges, iron railings, ships, and all other objects. Okay, that are the made up of metals. Especially corrosion of iron is a serious problem. Okay, corrosion of iron is a serious problem. Corrosion can be prevented or at least minimized by shielding the metal surface from oxygen and moisture. Corrosion can be prevented or at least minimized by shielding the metal surface from oxygen and moisture. And it can be prevented by painting, oiling, greasing, galvanizing, and chromoplating or making alloys. Okay, so what are the methods we will discuss in next 10th class. Okay, so what is the meaning of galvanizing, chromoplating, that we will discuss in next classes. Galvanizing is a method of protecting the iron from rusting by coating them with a thin layer of zinc. Okay, so galvanizing is nothing but it is a method to protect the iron from rusting by coating them with a thin layer of zinc. So alloy is also a very good method of improving properties of metals. Generally, pure form of iron is very soft and stretches easily when hot. But iron is mixed with carbon. Okay, iron is mixed with carbon, nickel, and chromium to get an alloy that is stainless steel. That stainless steel is hard and does not rust. Okay, so a metallic substance made by mixing and fusing two or more metals are a metal or non-metal. A metallic substance made by mixing and fusing of two or more metals, that is a metal or non-metal, and to obtain a desirable qualities such as hardness, lightness, and strength is known as alloy. For example, brass, bronze, and steel. Now we'll discuss some more effects of oxidation in our daily life. Combustion is the most common example for oxidation reaction. For example, burning of wood involves releasing of carbon dioxide, water vapor, along with the huge amount of heat energy. Next, sometimes during the rainy season, the power supply to our home from electric poles will be interrupted due to the formation of the metal oxide layer on the electric wires. Okay, during the rainy season, the power will not supply to our home from electric poles. Why? Because due to the formation of metal oxide layer and the electric wires. So in rainy season rain will fall, no, so the electric wires will be, that is, outside. Okay, so when that rain is fall on the electric wire, on that form a metal oxide layer. Okay, so due to that the power will not supply properly to the our home. Okay, so this metal oxide is an electrical insulator. On removing the metal oxide layer formed on the wire with the help of sandpaper, supply of electricity can be restored. Okay, so sometimes during the rainy season the power supply to our home from the electric poles will be interrupted due to the formation of the metal oxide layer on the electric wires. Okay, in rainy season, then what happen? From electrical poles to our home, electric supply will not be there. Why? Because due to metal oxide layer is formed on that. If we rub the metal oxide layer with the help of a sand paper, then what happen? The electric supply the supply of electricity can be restarted. Next we will discuss about rancidity. What is the meaning of rancidity? See here. Have you ever tasted or smelled a fat or oil containing a food material left for a long time? Okay, have you ever tasted the smell or taste of a fat or oil which is containing a food material left for a long time? When fats and oils are oxidized, they become rancid. Okay, their smell and taste change. What is the meaning of rancidity? Oxidizing of food material and losing their smell and taste is called as rancidity. Rancidity is nothing but oxidizing of food material and losing their smell and taste. It is called as rancidity. Okay, so here oils or fats, when it is left for some days, then what happen? Its taste and smell is changing. Okay, means that's become rancid, their smell and taste changed. Thus we can say that oxidation reaction of food materials were left for a long period are responsible for the spoiling of food. So here why the taste and smell of the food item, why the taste and smell of the fats or oil will be changed? Why? Because here the oxidation reaction will be changed and that smell and taste will be changed. That's why this process called as rancid. So we can say the oxidation reaction of food material that were left for a long period is left for the spoiling of food. So rancidity is an oxidation reaction. How can you prevent the spoiling of food? The spoilage of food can be prevented by adding the preservatives. The spoilage of food can be prevented by adding the preservative like vitamin C and D. So how can you prevent the spoilage of food? The spoilage of food can be prevented by adding the preservative like vitamin C and vitamin E. Usually substances which prevent oxidation means antioxidants that are added to food containing fats and oil. So keeping the food in airtight containers also help us to slow down the oxidation process. So here usually substance which prevent oxidation means antioxidants are added to the food containing fats and oil. What is the meaning of antioxidants? Antioxidants are added to food containing fat or oil to prevent oxidation, means which are preventing from oxidation, okay, that are called as antioxidants. These antioxidants are added to food that is containing a fat or oil to prevent oxidation, okay. Keeping food in airtight containers also help us to slow down the oxidation process, okay. Keeping food in airtight containers also helps to slow down the oxidation process. Manufacture of potato chips and flash packs of chips, manufacture of potato chips, flash packs of chips with nitrogen gas to prevent the chips from getting oxidized, okay. So when they will pack the chips to prevent from oxidization, they will fill nitrogen gas, okay, they will fill nitrogen gas, okay. So these are the effects of oxidation, and to prevent that oxidation, some of the steps we will follow. What are that means? The spoilage of food can be prevented by adding the preservatives like vitamin C and vitamin E. Usually the substance which prevent oxidation means antioxidants that are added to food containing fats and oil. Keeping food in airtight containers also help us to slow down the oxidation process, okay. The manufacture of potato chips, flash pack chips with nitrogen gases prevent the chips from getting oxidization. So till now we discussed about law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion, okay. In this chapter we discussed about law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion, and law of constant proportion, and what are the elements, what are the symbols of elements, what is valency, what is atomic mass, what is molecular mass, we discussed, and we discussed about the types of chemical reaction, different types of chemical reactions we discussed. How many types of chemical reactions are there? 4 types of chemical reactions are there. So what are that chemical reactions? Combination reaction, chemical combination reaction, chemical decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, and double displacement reaction. What is the meaning of chemical combination reaction? A reaction in which the single product is formed from 2 or more reactants. It is known as chemical combination reaction. Means here 2 reactants, okay, 2 or more reactants that are combined to give a single product, that is called as chemical combination reaction. And a chemical decomposition reaction, a chemical decomposition reaction in which the compounds are changing into 2 or more simpler substances, it is known as chemical decomposition reaction. So chemical decomposition reaction is nothing but one reactant is changing into 2 products or more than 2 products. So chemical reaction which the compound split into 2 or more simpler substance, it is known as chemical decomposition reaction. Means one reactant is changing into 2 products or more than 2 products. Next, displacement reaction, a chemical reaction in which one element displaces the another elements from its compound, it is called as displacement reaction. So displacement reaction is nothing but in chemical reaction in which one element is displaced the another elements from its compound, it is called as displacement reaction. So what is the meaning of double displacement reaction? A chemical reaction in which there is an exchange of radicals between 2 ionic compounds is called as double displacement reaction, okay. In this both reactants are exchanging its constituents, that type of reaction is called as double displacement reaction. oxidation reaction. Okay, addition of oxygen or loss of hydrogen or loss of electrons, it is called as oxidation reaction. What is reduction reaction? Loss of oxygen, gain of hydrogen, gain of electrons is called reduction reaction. Corrosion, metals are exposed to moisture, acids, etc. They tarnish due to the formation of their respective metal oxide on its surface. This process is called as corrosion. Okay, rancidity, oxidizing of food materials, losing their smell and taste is known as rancidity. Antioxidants are added to the food containing fats or oil to prevent it from oxidation. Okay,